don't be mad, you know how Brent is. Your nigga called us texting. You said, baby, don't.
Hey guys, welcome back to another welcome back to another video, and today we're gonna be doing another get ready with me, but more of like the neutral natural colors for people who don't wear as much makeup, you know. So if you want to see the finished look, then keep on watching. So as you guys can tell, I already did my eyebrows. If any one of you guys want an eyebrow tutorial, I can definitely do that. I don't know, just let me know and I can, you know, help you guys a little bit. And the next thing that I'm gonna do are my eyeshadow, but the first thing that I put on is my concealer, my Too Faced, oh no, I'm gonna be using my Born This Way Too Faced multi-use sculpting concealer. Looks like that. And I have it in the shade Swan. Alright, so I wanted to do like story times on the times that I've been in a car accident, but like I wasn't the one driving though, like I was there as like the passenger, you know. This story time is crazy just because like I would have never thought I would be in a position like that. And it wasn't like a car accident, it was more like an accident that happened, if you guys know what I mean. Like me and my family used to always go to Belize, like for the summers and all that. The last time that I went to Belize, this shit happened, so I'm gonna tell you what happened. And for those of you who don't know, I am Belizean because both of my parents are from Belize, and basically my whole family is, so that's why we always go there. By the way, the setting powder that I use is the Fenty Beauty setting powder, and I have it in the color shade color, I don't know, in Butter. So now I'm just gonna apply it on my lids. My face is super white right now. I know I look a little bit crazy, but it's gonna be fixed right now. One day, me and my older cousin, she's way older. She's like 20s, 30s. Me and my cousin went out one day. We just decided to like go take a drive and just like go eat or something. And so we went. She was driving, and one thing is that in Belize, there's a lot of people who ride bikes. I'm gonna do eyeshadow. So for my eyeshadow, I'm gonna use the Anastasia Amrezy palette. I'm gonna start with the OG shade, which is this one right here. It's a little bit dirty, but don't mind that. There's an older woman on her bike, and none of us saw her like pass by. She didn't cross like the way you're supposed to cross the street, you know, like you know how you're just supposed to wait if there's any cars, then you can cross. She didn't do that. She was just like on her bike, and I think she came from behind or something. She like crossed like that. And so when she crossed, my cousin had went over her, like over the lady with the bike. And let me tell you guys, like I was like I didn't know what the fuck to do. I was like, I lost breath for a second, and like I remember I looked at her and she was like in shock. Like she couldn't even stop the car because she was in shock. Like she didn't know what to do, you know. Oh, and we're gonna put this like all over like most of the lid. So yeah, like the bike, how the bike got stuck under the car, it kind of like stopped the car by itself. And I remember like we couldn't even see the lady come out. Like we didn't even see her come under the car or anything. Like we just saw like the bike under the car. My cousin was just looking at me. She's like, oh my god, oh my god. And then we saw the lady come out from under the car. Like she was like crawling kind of. I saw her limping and she was injured. So at that point, I was just in shock, like in super shock. Like I didn't even know what was gonna happen after that. I for sure knew like police was gonna get involved, of course, you know. But I just feel like it wasn't my cousin's fault. Like it was not her fault. The lady should have waited. And no, like she just decided to cut in with her bike. After I'm done doing that, I'm gonna get the 1988, which is the darker brown. Just that one. And I'm just gonna start putting that like in the center right here. Like all that happened next to a house, and like the lady that lived there, like she came out. And the thing is that if you lived in Belize or you know you're gonna know that Belize is super small, and so everybody knows everybody. So the lady who came out of the house knew the lady who got hurt, and she was just like, oh, like, ¿qué te pasó? And all that, you know, in Spanish. And I'm gonna get my Too Faced chocolate bar palette, and I'm gonna be using the champagne truffle, which is like the bottom one right here. I'm gonna just apply that right here in the center of my eyelid, like right here in the corner. So yeah, the lady came out of the house, and they were kind of just like telling my cousin shit, like, we're like, well, you weren't looking, and like, yeah, we're gonna have to call the police and this and that. And like, the thing is that I felt super bad because it wasn't just the lady coming at my cousin, it was the lady in the house too. So it's just like, you're not gonna be coming to my cousin like that. Like, that's what we're not gonna do. And yeah, my cousin could have like, she could have like stopped really quick, but she was just like in shock of like what was happening. So it's not only my cousin's fault. And like, so once I saw that the other lady started coming and saying stuff, that was when I got into it. I totally forgot like what I said because it's been so long, but I know I had mentioned something like it wasn't only my cousin's fault, and don't be coming at her like that. We don't do that. You're not gonna come at my cousin like that. So then like after that, like, it kind of like, they just started arguing, the lady with like the leg, and like you could see that her leg was super injured. Like, I didn't even want to look at it because I knew it was bad. They ended up calling the police, and they had came, and right there, like, I felt so bad for my cousin because I knew like she was super scared, like she didn't know what to do, say. And I remember we were in the police station, and she was just looking at me and like wanting to cry. And she was just like, I don't know what to do, and she was like leaning on me and crying, and I was just like, bro, like, I feel so bad for my cousin, like, I don't know what's gonna happen to her, you know. So people who wear like neutral colors and they don't wear eyelashes like that, I would just get my eyelash curler and my your favorite mascara, which I really like the Better Than Sex Too Faced concealer. The Better Than Sex Too Faced mascara with, you know. Okay, so now I'm just gonna let the mascara dry because I don't like to put mascara right away and then like curl it because it just doesn't curl it right. But let me proceed to the story. Now we had to wait like outside the room for them to call us in, well, my cousin. So then she comes back, and basically like what they did was she has to pay for all of like the lady's like stuff for like the doctor, like all of her injury. Basically she had to pay for her medication and all that. They cut her driver's license or something, like she couldn't drive for a minute after that. So yeah, that's what happened, and I was like, thank you Lord they didn't fucking take her to jail.
So now I'm gonna curl my eyelashes.
Okay, so that's under that story time when I was in Belize. Yeah, crazy. The next story time was when I was with my sister. I was with my sister, and this shit was fucking funny. So now I'm gonna apply foundation, and the foundation that I use is the NARS one, the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, and I have it in Fiji. So this is how it looks like. If you're going for more of like a neutral like makeup look, I recommend you go for like a different foundation, just because like this one is super coverage. Okay, so if you're going more for like a neutral look, I recommend you get the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour fresh wear foundation, and it looks like this, and you can literally get this like at Walmart, Target, anywhere. Okay, so I already got my foundation, and now I'm gonna get my beauty blender and just start applying it on. Okay, so the story time like with my sister, it was in Belize too. All these damn car accidents were in Belize, and this one was a car accident, but it was a small one. Do you guys hear my cat? That's a sign of a bitch let me in. So proceeding to the story, we went to go do something, and oh no, we went to go get to the bank and then go for my lunch, because the thing is that if when you go to school in Belize, like for when it's lunchtime, you basically your parents pick you up, so you go home to eat and then they drop you back off. Yeah, like she came to pick me up, and there was a lady who was backing up, and my sister didn't see that, so they crashed. She got out of her car, and when she came out, she saw that it was my sister, and she just started taking like so many pictures of like the car or whatever. And I was just like, bitch, okay. We ended up going to the police station, and like I had to go back to school by that time, like, so I didn't go back to school because of the whole accident that happened. And it's so funny because we have cousins. These are different cousins, and they're from they were going back to school, and they had seen the car accident, so they went to like my tia and they told her like, oh, like she got in a car accident, so they had already seen that. The next thing that I'm going to put is my concealer, which is the Too Faced concealer. Oh, and another thing is, if you're going for a natural look, this is very super coverage, so I don't think this would be good for you. If you're gonna go for like a natural look, I recommend you go for the Fit Me concealer, which is this one, and you can get it like at Walmart. Like they took my sister in to question her like about what happened, but the thing is that they took her in a room, and the other lady that was extra as hell, they were asking her questions, but like right in front of me. I told you that my cousins had went to my tia and told her like, oh, like they got in a car accident and all that. My tia had came to the police station. The thing is that this bitch, which is the lady, she was saying so much shit, bro. And I remember she had said something that got me super mad, because it's just like, first of all, say you're part of the story, but do not put in a lie. She was just saying shit, and I remember she had said like, oh, she was speeding, like she was driving and speed and this and that. And I was like, no. You can like my tia got in it too, and she was just like saying shit to like her and the police over there, and she was just like, no. I was like, I was there and my sister was not speeding. So that's basically what I said. Like, she was not speeding. She was driving perfectly normal. So for her to lie and say that like my sister was speeding and all that got me so mad. So I used the Fenty setting powder for my thing right here. But for my under eyes, I use the Airspun powder just because like I feel like this one is super matte. So I don't really like that under my eyes, especially how like this is coverage and like matte kind of already. Okay, so I already finished putting the setting powder like on my eyes, my nose, and like on the top right here. So now I'm gonna get my big brush, which I like wipe my setting powder with. But I'm gonna get like what's left in here and then just start applying it all on my face. The police had questioned my sister, and he basically asked her like, oh, like who do you know here in Belize? So like when he asked her that, my sister was just like, oh, like my Tío Joey. And let me explain it right here. So when she had said that, my Tío Joey, how do I say this? He is known, like he is super known in Belize. Like he knows everything over there, guys. Like, and I'm not just saying that, like everybody knows my Tío Joey. So when my sister said that, the police had said like, oh, like Joey is your uncle, and my sister was like, yeah. And that was like when he was just like, oh, okay. And then like after that, like they released us. Like they didn't charge us with nothing. We didn't even get in trouble like that at all because of my Tío Joey. Like I guess they knew him and shit. So we got away with that shit that day. Okay, so now after I'm done doing that, I'm gonna put my contour. So I'm gonna get this brush. And for my contour, oh, lately I've been using the the e.l.f. bronzer palette, which is this one. And this is, you can get this at Walmart or whatever, but when I tell you guys, it's super good. Like, I've been using this one a lot lately. So you don't want to apply too much if you're going for like a really like neutral face look. And if you're gonna do contour, I do see some people do contour and they do not contour their forehead. And I feel like you need to contour your forehead. Like you need to make sure the contour goes to your forehead so it gives you like a nice like structure. Okay, so after I'm done doing the contour, you want to get your big brush and you just want to like swipe everything else. Okay, so we're gonna move on to mascara, and we're gonna put it like at the bottom because that's what I do. Color, it can be this one or like a white one, but I go for like the shimmery look, and I just add it on top of here, so you can get that little nice, like, it just brightens your makeup a little bit more. I've been feeling myself with this blonde hair. If you're debating whether to dye your hair blonde, go for it, bitch. Fuck it, bitch. We're in motherfucking quarantine. Ain't nobody gonna see it until after. So you're gonna have time to like dye it back to what it was if you don't like it. Bitch. Oh no. Like, this is a must that you need to do. Is get like a little sparkly thing and just apply it on the corners, because it gives it just finishes it. Like, it gives you, oh, trust me, bitch. That is the finished look. So that is it for this look, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope it gave you guys some tips. Stay tuned because more videos are going to be coming. Really good videos. I'm going to be doing a video with my sister, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, we're just going to keep getting more lit. And those of you who subscribe to my channel and like my videos, I thank you guys so much. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Fuck the world, I'ma walk in erection. Spit without a thought.